Hello and welcome to a first look at 9kings. This game I covered the demo of a few months ago. I was super excited for it. I really like the demo. This is a little kingdom builder. It's very simple. It's like you get a little 9x9 grid and you place buildings on it to fight wave-based combat. It's an auto battler, sort of. Uh, but yeah, I would have covered this game as soon as it came out. Unfortunately, I was out of town. This is a fake excuse though because they sent me an early key. I just don't like playing games early, if I'm being honest with you. But I really should have while I was out of town. But then Monster Train 2 came out and it was this whole thing. This is me getting back into the swing of things because I was kind of just out of commission for a little bit. Anyway, let's get after it, shall we? This game is on sale for 35% off. I've never seen an introductory sale that big. So it's $10 until June 6th, so you got 5 days to pick it up, and then it goes up to 15. This is early access, but I don't really care because it's very fun, and I'm willing to live with it. It's published by Hooded Horse, who I think have published some other games that I've covered. They published Manor Lords. That was the big one that I ended up missing out on. And I think they published some other stuff. What else did they do? Cataclysmo. Oh, they did Against the Storm. Oh my god, they published Terra Invicta. That was a good game. Anyway, enough of that yapping. Let's get after it, shall we? Oh, one more thing I need to remember to mention. They did send me a key. I mentioned it in passing, but I was sent an early key for this game, which I did not end up playing. I am here now, though. Alright, let's get to it. Let's look at the options menu. The audio is very loud. I will say, just be aware. You probably want to turn it down a little bit when you load in. And yeah, there's animation skips, which are very important for when you're more into the game. But let's get to it, shall we? So let's see how many kings there are in the game now. 5, 6, 7. It looks like there are 7 kings. Insane. Imagine they change the name every time. That'd be pretty funny. We're just going to play the default king, the King of Nothing. Each of these kings is like, they have a theme. It's like King of Spells, cast spells. King of Greed, I think, just focuses on making money. King of Blood is a units guy. I don't know what the green one is. Let's get to it. I'll be playing on whatever the highest difficulty is, and there's some meta unlocks you can do as well. Oh, these matter a lot. Wow, these are actually huge. Okay. Your castle can now level up 3 more times per rank. Oh, is it like, are there perks per faction? Sorry, I'm learning. Whoa, there are. Wait, that's cool. And so you have to play. Oh, so there's a lot of meta progress in this game. Okay, because each of these characters has, what is it? 3, 6, 9, 18, 24. So you have to go through 24 levels with each character? That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. The good news is the runs are pretty quick, but yeah, wow. Now what do I want? Losing life gives you more gold per rank. Give me Troop Star with 10% more HP. Alright, let's get to it. This game is very simple and it's very fast. That is the good news. These are your enemies. Rebellion, Blood, and Magic. So those tell us, I'll go through everything as we're going here. So let me first turn down the speed, and we'll place our first building. Each of these kings is going to have their starting building. The King of Nothing starting building is this castle, which hurls stone projectiles onto your enemies. This guy's thing is making troops, basically. I feel like you make an army and you just kind of do like standard stuff. So we're going to place the farm. I am a fool, but it's okay. I should not have placed the farm though. Our castle shoots this rock. Each of the characters has a different special effect. The castle has a cooldown to shoot this rock, which just does 10 damage. And when we finish here, well, he's almost dead, I'm sure. They have to get to the castle, which is why I put it in the back. I also put it in the back because of this character has a bunch of adjacency bonus stuff. My sound effects are a little low, aren't they? Just a touch. I turned it down maybe too much. Let me turn it up a little. And we'll see. See, it's a huge jump though, isn't it? Anyway, you'll have 3 cards in your hand and you can play 1 per turn, effectively. And I think it's 25 turns to finish. I'll place the soldiers. And now the farm is going to recruit to adjacency, which is why I also put the castle on the diagonal there. And yeah, now our troops will go fight and we can assist. Now the sound effects are too loud. It's the sound in this game is very Upsetting. It's okay though. We'll take Cemetery. So these are from a different character. The enemy you fight is what card you get to pick the pool from. So I fought the King of Blood, so I get King of Blood cards. This next round I'm fighting the King of Nothing Rebellion, which is myself, so I'll get a card from my own faction. I'm gonna turn this back down. And you know what I'll do? Let me actually go into my volume mixer and turn it up just slightly. That's probably fine. I'd rather be safe than sorry. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. Or no, if it's too quiet, I'm sorry, I should say. So I'm gonna just turn this down as well. I should do sound tests ahead of time, but you know how it is. Anyway, we'll put some archers in. Oh, it's like completely silent now. See? It's hell. I don't know, but then there's like a big stacking problem with the audio. To me, honestly, I think this is a game you just play muted. The way, like when you have a bunch of troops all attacking at once, it gets really loud. But generally speaking, let's take another archer here. And then we get a decree. These are just like relics, basically. Double movement speed of all your units, increase attack speed of your towers. When enemies attack your units, those enemies get 1 poison. I'll take double movement speed since we have a bunch of melee guys. So the cemetery, if an adjacent unit dies in battle, summon an imp to fight in its place. We could put that on the corner here. Also of note is you can upgrade buildings. So if I place this archer on top of the other archer, it'll level them up. It'll just like basically double their effectiveness. I'm not going to do that because I'd rather place it here. That way I recruit. Oh, the farm only does 1 random. Oh, I misread. I thought it recruited to everyone adjacent. Never mind. I am but a fool. My mistake. How embarrassing. Oh, sometimes I guess you get cards from your own faction, because that's a castle upgrade. Ranged troop casts powerful attacks at a slow rate. Sure, why not? So I should change my whole game plan up here. What I'll aim to do is, so the King of Blood, you may have seen it, he has a card called Sacrifice, which lets you sacrifice a building to level up the buildings around it. That would be good here, because I could just ditch this farm and then rebuild. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, and you get the idea of this game, right? I don't actually know much beyond the basics of these units. Okay, Sacrifice. Destroy target plot, level up adjacent plots. Excellent. We're seeing a blessing in 9 years. If you have a troop card on the target plot, by the year of the prophecy, double its number of units. Where? Oh, God. Alright. But yeah, you can go look deeper at what these do. Health, damage, hits per second, crit chance, if you want. I don't do that. I just kind of play the game. I'm going to blow this up and level up my troops here. Now, you're thinking this game is too slow, right? We can go up to 3x speed, and it is so loud. You see what I'm saying, man? I'm turning this shit down. You've lost your sound effects privileges. Hold on. Let's turn the music up. It's just they stack the audio up, and it just jump scares you. It's crazy. Every year has +1 unit to 1 adjacent troop. I am okay with this, but I just want to put it somewhere a little different. All my troops are ranged. So what I kind of would like to do, maybe I put the farm here. Okay, hear me out. Farm here, because I get double units on this tile. Right? That was the prophecy thing it said. I should be shooting my rocks, by the way. I'm just lazy at this point. And I do feel like there's no real reason to play on a lower speed. You can just go flying in. Ups allies attack damage based on its own damage. Units attacks trigger a lightning chain, +1 damage and +1 chain per stack. So the way that these spells work is you can stack them up infinitely and they do an effect. So this one, every attack they'll do a little chain lightning and they'll chain more per stack. We could try it on our archers. And now this is just picking a new king to add to the pool. I don't know what the King of Progress does. I haven't seen this guy. He wasn't in the demo. The King of Nature is really good for what we're doing here. And I know this guy, so I'll take him. So yeah, if I go static, I can put it on maybe these archers, and then all of their shots will cause a chain lightning effect now, which isn't like too crazy, but there's a lot of shots. I don't know. You don't have to. I don't have to use my castle, man. What do I have troops for if not to let them do all the work for me? You know what I'm saying? As 9 units to the selected troop, I just need the prophecy. We have a little time still. I need a good unit like a paladin here. I know a little bit of what's good in this one. We'll go cemetery on this turn. If you don't like your plays, by the way, you can always sacrifice a card over on the left. There's a place to trade your card for money. Looks okay. I mean, that's fine. Go, my little minions, die for me. I'd really like to buff my damage though, because these fights are taking too long. Level up target plot's fine. Warmonger. Oh, these are units. Passive backline unit, if killed in battle, generates 3 gold per level. That doesn't seem very good. Tanker unit that doesn't attack but reflects all damage taken. Casts powerful attacks at a slow rate. I suppose we could do this. Powerful attacks, slow rate. I do like the idea of powerful attacks at a slow rate. This is a shop, by the way, if you didn't pick up on it. I feel like, I don't know. Do I need to tell you things like that? It's really hard to say. I feel like it's all pretty self-explanatory. These are shops. You spend the money which you get for fighting enemies at the shops. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick the wizard because I feel like I need more damage, and we roll 1 time. Looks like the price goes up every time you buy something. Always have 1 unit for each 15 gold you own. My attacks get me with the lowest health. Okay, I don't really want any of this. So we'll get to play 2 cards here because you always play down to 2. So I can play my wizard and get them farming up. And then I kind of feel like I should level up on my soldiers because they're doing all the work right now. And we'll procreate eventually on the wizards. Generally speaking, my game plan is going to be to just have a bunch of soldiers to frontline for me. You can see in the bottom, by the way, you can see unit numbers. My troops are in the hundreds versus their 36. Troop that deals melee damage. Here has a 50% chance of duplicating an enchantment on 1 adjacent troop. I'll roll 1 time. Wizard. Sure, target plot to receive 3 random tome cards. We could do static. Why not? Yeah, I'm gonna procreate now just to be safe so I don't forget, you know? It happens. I think there might be a peacetime coming up though, which lets us play all our cards out. Okay, I'm gonna go up to 3x speed now. You have a good feeling on how this game's going? Because I have a pretty good handle on it all. It really is a very simple game, but I've heard the difficulty climbs up pretty hard. This is like the 4th level of difficulty, I'm pretty sure. I want Blacksmith. Every year adds 2% attack damage to adjacent troops and constructions. Damage up is good. Yes, and this is expansion mode. I don't know when this comes around. I guess every 12 years maybe. You get to just expand +1 slot. But for now, we're just going to put the Blacksmith down. And it's going to give us 2% damage increases per round. I should shoot my rocks. There's no benefit to your troops living as far as I can tell, so I don't have to care about their lives in the slightest. But I should still shoot my rocks, you're right. Good sacrifice. I think I'll cemetery. Oh, I should focus on leveling up these wizards, because there's more troops if you have more troops there. Ah, that's my fault. I should actually have focused on that. Because getting the troop doubled is going to let us have some pretty crazy numbers, I think. Yeah. Alright, give me a wizard. I'll roll down for it even. Wizard. No, not warlock. Wizard. Thank you. Summons are 50% stronger. Increase the attack of all your units and towers. I'll do units. There are towers, like our castle is a tower, for example. I think the King of Stone is more focused on castles, or towers rather. But the first one I played of this non-demo version, I played a build based around towers, which was very cool. These fights are... it's hard to tell if you're winning. You kind of have to look down here. My troops all just bunch up, you know? Levels up target plot? Oh yeah. Bailed out, even though I was silly. Bailed out, because now I'm going to get double of all of these wizards. We've been farming them up. I think it's going to be pretty good. I do know what some of these units are, like the demons that we're fighting, for example, and the imps, but I don't actually think it matters in the slightest. Area damage turret every year sacrifices an adjacent unit per level to gain +2 damage. Nah, let me get 1 roll. 1 demon per level for each dead ally grows permanently 0.5% stronger. The problem with this is that my units don't actually die very much. Hey, baby boom. Look at that, we have 84 wizards now. Pretty cool. I don't know what upgrading this does. Oh, I think it just makes the imps it summons a little stronger. Yeah, that would make sense. What I should have done is I should have put a spot next to my wizards to give them more buffs, basically. Clone the card of the selected plot. I think this is fine. We'll grab a second blacksmith, and that lets you play it immediately, because again, you have to spend down to 2 is how it works. Just keep it in mind. Look at all my wizards. And the cemetery is giving us great frontline, because when one of my soldiers dies, they become an imp. So I have all of these imps in here, so I'm ending up with more troops than I started with, I'm pretty sure. Or not more, it would be the same, because they're just becoming imps. Yeah, Paladin is a good unit, I think, if you have a way to buff up, like, with the farm. This would have been good, because they're, like, super tanky, but there's not a lot of them. So you just get a huge mass of Paladins and let them roll over enemies. I think that shit would have been pretty cool. But instead, I just amassed a million wizards, and they're all casting spells, because I love casting spells. I think one of the things that makes this game very fun is the way you get to just shift between based on what you're fighting, right? Like, these wizards are cool, and they're extremely fine. I'm gonna go ahead and clone again. But, like, normally you wouldn't necessarily play this, you know? Like, the King of Wizards combos with the farm in a nice way, plus the procreate. I think there's a lot of room for every run to play a little differently, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm gonna get a blacksmith and start buffing. That's the farm! I'm so stupid, man. What am I thinking? I wasn't thinking, I was talking. It doesn't matter, because I think we're on a low enough difficulty that I can just waste time like this. The basic game plan, I used any amount of value and I'm winning. But I've seen Pun Pun playing this game a little bit, and I hear him saying that it's actually quite difficult in the later game. So I am going to assume that the higher difficulties become much worse. And you see what I'm saying? You hear these sound effect spikes? I wonder if there's a way to do something about that. Anyway, I want to show off a few more things before we finish this run. I want to show you some of these options in combat, or in action now. Mounted by adjacent troops, reach 1% HP it has, increase the rider's stats. Okay, that sounds cool. Use the attack of all your units and towers, damage range of area of attacks, 20% crit chance. I'll just take sharp blades. But I want to go through some of these options now that you know what's going on in this game. The big one here is skip building animations. Slow down battle without a troops. Oh, that's so that if you need to shoot your rocks, basically. I will put a boar here. So it goes like instant on that little animation there. Yeah, my only complaint is the way these sound effects stack up, but it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, you probably just mute this game when you're playing it, right? That's what I would imagine anyway. My imps did almost the most damage. How about that? Here adds +1 troop to adjacent, or +1 unit to adjacent troops. Yeah, sure. And you'll notice, like, some cards you'll just never play. Like, I'll never end up playing this steel coat. Maybe at the very end. Yeah, I should have played for more farms. Well, I didn't even think about that. But it's okay. Our army is massive and wonderful, I think. Oh, we're almost to the end. The end is at day, I think, here. So, like, 8 more turns or so. Wait, did they get through my front line? They did. Interesting. Use attacks caused to trigger a chain lightning. Area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills a unit. I'll take the chain lightning, I think. And now we get to make peace and take another one out of the pool. I'm going to take away the King of Spells. I don't need anything from this guy. So now we're just fighting these 3. And I think that's the last time we'll make peace. It's interesting because you get to then, like, say I don't need this card anymore, you know? And now I'm just gonna fight. I actually, when I was playing this in the demo, oh my god, they're killing me. No, when I was playing this in the demo, there was a specific matchup that I couldn't fight. I had a bunch of ranged enemies, and one of the guys that I was fighting would, like, teleport to your backline, and I had to, like, make peace with him as soon as I could, because he was just fucking me up. I'm gonna put on the steel coat. I said I was never gonna play it, but I'm actually having trouble with survivability. So, steel coat absorbs your first damaging hit. And that is an enchantment, so if I was increasing my buffs through the King of Wizards, I could just give myself more stacks of that too. It's pretty cool. I'm surprised these soldiers are doing so much damage. This building reaches level 3, it levels up all your plots. Okay, I mean, I think that's good, isn't it? I think I'm about to hit level 3. 116, let me roll. 2% attack speed to adjacent troops and constructions. Pretty cool. I think I need more frontline, really. So what I'm gonna do here... One of these is at 2, yeah, so the farm is at 2. I can give it this when this building reaches level 3, it levels up all your plots. Oh, it's the... I thought this was an enchantment. Okay, this is a building in itself. I understand. Well, it's not as good as I thought then. We could try playing like a bomber then, with the cemetery next to it. Nice little synergy. And I'm gonna procreate on my soldiers. Maybe it's good to do it on these guys. On the boars instead, but I don't think so. I got an achievement for that, by the way. 99 troops in the plot. I wonder if that's the cap. I am shocked at how much damage these soldiers do. Use attacks heal it for 25% of damage dealt. Sure. Go ahead, boys. I think I got more. I mean, it showed the recruit animation, so I'd be shocked if I didn't. I feel like my damage could be a lot higher, though. I guess we have a quantity over quality angle here, right? I'm not buffing my troops, I'm just having a lot of them. If you're at 2% HP to adjacent troops, it's too late for these scalings. Units attacks apply 1 poison stack to the enemy. I wonder if that works with the chain lightning, actually. That'd be kind of cool. But no, I'm gonna just put another spot here for another cemetery. Actually, I should undo that. It would be nice if I could. The cemetery should go here, and I should be getting double value out of these. Oh well. The wizards are slow attackers, aren't they? Powerful attacks at a slow rate. 0.74, 0.78. I should do it on the archers, actually. Although there's more soldiers. Whatever. I haven't fought the King of Progress or whatever. Remember, I made war with him, didn't I? Maybe not. Because where is he? Our archer lines are fighting now. Yeah, I wonder if it is good. It probably is still good to have the chain lightning on my wizards because there's just so many of them. There's just so many of them. Give me an archer. And we could just level up here. There's no reason not to, right? Leveling up, I think, will be damage up as well. And I think it's base damage up, too. So it should make a difference for the purposes of this Sharp Blaze. But I don't know that for sure. That math that I'm talking about is the sort of math you kind of have to just get into the weeds on. And I have not done so. I think procreate. I'm gonna just keep making troops. Repoison effect is applied twice. Receive 99. I'll roll these. 2 cards after every battle, you can no longer choose your loot. That's really good. I think summons are 50% stronger though, because isn't this a summon effect? Yeah, summons an imp. I'm playing around this cemetery, so more summons seems better. I guess I'm just gonna let these soldiers keep going, man. They're always my highest damage. I refuse to shoot my rocks. I just wish I hadn't put the position for the second set of imps. Oh yeah, look at these imps. Turns out I'm just massing soldiers. Give me a roll. Wild card? Sure. We can use it to just give ourselves more bombers, which is, you know, it's fine because the bombers become imps. And I am going to shoot my rocks here. I do actually need to do it. Because the King of Blood, his whole thing is getting a bunch of these little imps, and they're very susceptible to AoE. It is important, even if I don't want it. I could maybe sacrifice, but what for? One more roll. These are just useless. Oh, I didn't realize there was a shop coming up. Oh, man. It looks like you can tell what the card is by top left. Yeah, enchantment, tome is like a one-off spell cast, and then there's building cards. Oh, unit explodes when killed, dealing 10% HP as area damage. That's gotta be good. You can't put it on the cemetery, but you can put it on the soldiers. And then I guess I'm just supposed to throw a building away. Yeah, the fight against this guy, the King of Nature, looks really scary. And I think he's very strong because these archers are like extreme high damage, low attack speed. But if you pick up one of the attack speed increasers, I feel like they go crazy. Alright, give me boar. Level 2 boar. Mount up, boys. I have no idea if they're mounting up. Sorry, I was supposed to... Wait, they got slaughtered. Oh, you know why? Because my soldiers explode, so I have built-in AoE damage now. And now we're at the end of the run. Final battle. We play the rest of our cards out. I may as well cemetery here, and then I'm not. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to play the Mangler. And they get a little boss unit. Sadly, we don't get a cool boss unit. I don't even know what he does. It looks like he puts a circle on the ground and then just pulses damage in it. Seems like a not very good ability, if I'm being honest with you. Oh my god, all my wizards are walking into it. These guys are not very smart. It's okay, we win. I have no clue what the difficulty increases do or anything, so we'll take a little time here to look at the main menu and see what's up. There is an endless mode if you want, but you can also fast reset, or you can just quit out. All of those things are valid. And we got enough to level up. No, we did not get enough to level up. Okay, very well. We unlocked Baron difficulty. I don't know how high the difficulties go, but I assume it goes up to King, if I were to guess. Let's see, where am I? Just wanted to look. So that was so Peasant, Squire, Knight. That was the 4th difficulty. Baron. I don't know how high it goes. I have no idea. It would be nice if they told you, but you know. If I were to guess, I would say maybe 10 difficulties. Let me check the Steam page actually. But you can see that whole run was 20 minutes and I didn't get a full level, but maybe it gets better on higher difficulties. It also doesn't tell you what the difficulty does. It just says that it's this difficulty. I assume the enemies get stronger or something. Maybe more enemies. Hard to say though. Definitely a little bit of information missing, but you can expect that from early access, you know? It's just kind of how it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I'll probably just be playing it in my free time. And if you guys like this video, maybe we can do a little series on it. Who knows? For now, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.